Hello.
Okay.
Boy, I'm looking through Coursera right now. Oh, there's so many things I want to jump on.
Ah, great.
Like a lot of programming stuff. Okay. Right. Have you had a chance to look over the information? Unit 7?
Number 7, right? Planning?
Yeah,
I've got it in front of me, so.
Okay, cool. Did you have time to look at the the video I posted?
No.
In a timestamp? Okay, do you want to go over that to kind of refresh on it or no?
Just give me the highlights, I guess. What this one's just all about planning, right?
Yeah, I'm bringing it up now. Okay, so
about this?
creating learning experiences, sequencing of learning experiences, planning instruction, evidence-based instructional strategies, and adjustments to the lesson plan. That's what that's the standard. So.
And adjustments, yeah. So I'll probably stress a little bit of, you do good planning, you're very creative. Like there's 5 whatever elements in this. Creating learning experiences, sequencing, planning. It's hard to do any planning with any formative assessments because we don't have many of those. But I won't mention a lot of that because that's really what I think your dudes really want to hear.
So you could just comment on
evidence-based instructional strategies, yeah.
You could probably comment on the assessments in the light of, on day 1 we see them doing this, and on day 2 we try and give them like a little bit more, and then day 3.
Look at that!
It's the opposite. It's just building it up. Evidence-based strategies. No, you could reference that as far as like if we see progression, we see the student progressing, if we see the student whatever, then we give them a little bit more, like that kind of thing, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you don't even have to call attention to, like, you don't have like data or formative assessment or formative assessments. So you can just go from there. All right, so that's so I got the timestamps in front of me, and then let me get the timer ready. All that jazz. Haven't done one of these for a minute, so I gotta think of how I'm gonna open. Okay, timer. Yep, good. And then where's my right there? Okay, just a second.
Tassis, you got to be quiet.
Yeah.
Okay? You focus on your work. You can do it. Cut.
Cut? So
it might require some creative editing later because I don't know when he's going to speak up. So.
Yep, that's fine. That's definitely not a problem.
It's cut.
Oh boy.
He's running out of work, so.
Well, he's learning how to cut. That's good. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn off my camera for a second. And this will be for me to know this is when I can start editing.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. This begins the debrief for InTask Standard 7. So this week we had to. I got to start over. I don't have the paper in front of me.
Good job.
There it is. All right.
This other size too, right? From the other side.
Sorry, Marcus. I don't have the paper in front of me, so I'm kind of flagging.
You'll be down with that.
Okay, find it. Just another second. There it is. That's Standard 5. That's 6. I do not have 7. I gotta find 7 real quick.
I'm so shocked.
Okay.
So if you need to talk to Thassis or whatever, just give me like.
What? did it. Gonna try another touch.
All right, see, that's not the one I've been using.
All right. Gonna glue.
That's not it either.
What are you gonna glue to? I really can't hear.
Are you it? Nope, you're not it. Hey, you have them in front of you, don't you?
Yeah, I got it.
Could you take a picture and send it to me over Kakao?
Sure.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Because I would just, I'm looking and I'm seeing different ones online, but I don't have the proper one that has the breakdown. You know, the 5 different criteria and all that other jazz. I appreciate that.
For 8 too, just in case it's
I actually have
we're accidentally successful here.
Yeah, I have 8 here, so, but yeah, go ahead.
Focus, Tostas, you can do it. Cut. Next. And you see, you can do it.
Perfect. Okay. Planning for instruction. Perfect. Okay. Let me do the camera thing again, and then we'll get started. Camera off. Blank. All right. Shall we? Good.
Ready to go.
All right. This begins the InTAS Standard 7 debriefing. Hey, Marcus, how you doing today?
Doing all right?
All right, cool beans. All right, so we're talking about planning for instruction, and there's 5 different criteria for this. Let's go ahead and start with the first one. Creating learning experiences. Now, for both of us as teachers, as teacher mentor, we had talked about different ways to teach the students and different ways to go about creating instructional plans for them. And in the video here, in this standard, I felt that I covered the criteria pretty well. I'm looking at 3. Proficient creates learning experiences that are appropriate for content standards in addition to being relevant to students. How would you respond to that? Would you say they're relevant and appropriate?
Definitely, you're very creative with the experiences that you provide for them because you can really lean on a lot of the teaching experience you had from before. You have a good understanding of how Korean children learn, the expectations of the parents. They're typically a little more extreme than what we might be used to back in North America. So I really think that that gives you an additional edge in your ability to prepare and to plan and to be creative because you know just from life experience of being a teacher here how demanding it can be. So I actually gave you a 4 on that one.
Oh, thank you.
Because I really felt that you did such a great job. So
thank you very much. That works. The next one is sequencing of learning experiences. And the idea here is that you don't, you start them off at a basic level and then you just slowly work them up until, you know, all the students are together and they're all learning about a similar pace. So I'm shooting, well, I shot for 3 as well. Here, candidate develops and implements appropriate sequencing of learning experiences in his or her lesson plans. I feel I've met that criteria pretty well. You want to talk on that?
yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely. It's difficult again because the majority of what we're doing is English as a second language. So it's very hard to incorporate traditional sequencing of learning because you have to build, and it's the children understand the concept that we're trying to teach them. It's just hard to verbalize it because the only opportunity that they really get to communicate in English a TV or in a movie theater at home, or coming to these English language lessons, which are typically not voluntary when the children are young. They would prefer to be doing something
sure.
different. So the sequencing can be quite difficult because some children just come in and they focus and they zoom in and they understand this is a process A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, 4, that whatever the plan, the sequencing is. But it's a challenge. It's a challenge. So that's why I gave you a 3. But I still think you did a great job considering the uphill climb that we do have. So.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah.
Moving on.
What's the third one? Third one, planning instruction.
Yeah, planning for instruction. Now the candidate uses formative assessment data, prior student knowledge, student interest, and students' learning preferences to plan instruction. Now, we don't have a lot of formative assessments in in Montessori, but I feel that not having any hard data doesn't necessarily exclude me from this position. Formative assessments, as getting to know the students and knowing their level, and I feel based off of that, this is where we we collaboratively plan for instruction. I feel I got proficient on that or outstanding. Do you want to speak to that?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with the proficient. Again, the situation, the learning environment that we're here, it's hard to keep formative collective data. A lot of the children are very transient in their nature of, well, which results are going to get best, and typically children don't learn from people they don't like, and we really try to make it an enjoyable experience for them. So we're not so focused on well, let's test them, evaluate, move on, move up. It's let's make the learning process enjoyable, especially we're dealing with young children, 4, 5, 6, 7 years of age. We're not dealing with high school level English, Shakespeare grammar, which is quite a challenge in itself.
Yeah.
So I think you did an excellent job again. Again, your planning is and it's hard to get a for each child, but you do a great job with what you have. So
okay. The next one, evidence-based. Did we just cover that?
Evidence-based.
Yeah.
No, I thought you did very well. I'm reading the differences between proficient and outstanding, and I gave you outstanding because of your use of technology, the resources that you have. You're constantly coming up with new ideas, new things to learn, and again, that seeps into the children too, this desire for learning more and more things. So, and there are so many diverse learning needs because there's different desires to learn, there's different motives to learn. Some children understand, they travel more, so they understand the benefits of learning English. Other ones are just like, listen, I just want to 7 and I don't want to worry about
this.
Yeah, and every parent recognizes the need to learn English. So, but it's your ability to adjust and your ability to differentiate between the different needs that I felt that you earned that number 4. So.
All right, cool beans. All right, last one, adjustments to lesson plans.
So then the last one is all about adjustment. And if there was a 5, I think this is definitely one that you would have earned a 5 because it's such a challenge. Children come to us for such a short amount of time, 2 hours at a time. So not a whole lot of opportunity to stick to the plan because it's not an everyday pattern, everyday thing that they do. It's twice a week. So the ability to adjust and to adapt and to is the best word I can think of. So, and especially while teaching, because the interest peaks, it lulls, it goes up and down, like most children when they learn. But I feel that there's higher highs and lower lows when you are dealing with English as a second language. So it's very, very different. So yeah, well done.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I feel that wraps up this standard. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I would say that this is probably one of your stronger ones. So yeah, I would say that great job planning, and you can never over prepare, I guess.
That's true.
Regardless of how much preparation you do, it's always good to have some extra arrows in the quiver, I guess.
Yep.
So
Agreed.
in case some things don't fly, great. Let's just try this one, adapt and be positive. So, and yeah, so well done.
All right, thank you. All right, this concludes InTask Standard 7 debriefing. Thank you very much, Marcus.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, let's roll with number 8 because he's kind of sitting there like he's awesome.
Yep. Okay.
8 is multiple instructional strategies to help students develop deep understanding.
Yep. Okay, so
not a lot of deep understanding here. Adapting is important. Yeah. Monitoring student learning, roles and instructional process. Yeah, no, that was a big one too, I thought, for you. Very good with that. Engaging students, asking questions. Yeah. Okay, I'm good. I got an idea.
All right.
Yeah, let's begin number standard 8.
Okay. So this begins InTask Standard 8 debriefing module. Hello, Marcus. How you doing?
Good. Number 8, almost done.
Number 8, almost done. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with the first element: adapting instruction to student needs. All right. So I feel I was proficient, or I feel I was above proficient, but I feel safely rested and proficient. So can it effectively uses appropriate strategies and resources to adapt instruction to the needs of individuals and groups to students? Where it bleeds into outstanding a little bit was the implementation, like creative implementation of teaching like basic phonics. For myself, I feel there's only so much that can be done in that specific area. So I don't feel I did amazing, but I was at least I was above proficient. So do you want to speak to that?
Yeah, I would agree that that it's a 3.5 if there is such a thing, because you're very good at adapting to the children. They have various needs. All children have various needs. But again, this constant theme of learning English as a second language, it's such a challenge. Children do understand. It's just getting them to verbalize their comprehension. And you've come up with a lot of innovative strategies. I thought your use of different technologies, using different roles, I think is one of the differences in here as well. Being kind and gentle and positive and encouraging, all those great characteristics that I've always for in good teachers, and believe that true teachers have to have those things. And those are more character traits. So I really think that you adapt very well, and you're always looking for new innovative technologies to use. So yeah, I think it's very well.
Next one, monitoring student learning. I thought I did outstanding on this. There's always that, after being a teacher for a while, you kind of get into the habit of like, all right, well, he's not here and that student seems to be a little behind. She's doing really well. So you get the general leveling in your head. At least for me as an instructor, that just seems to be pretty much the backbone of teaching. If you don't know where your students are, you can't adjust your lesson plan. You can't create a new lesson plan. So.
Yeah, and I think I believe I gave it a 4. Candidate continuously monitors student learning, engages in them, and assessing their progress. Now, I think one of the main benefits of that is that we do have smaller classes here. We don't have a class of 40, 30, 20, 10. I mean, we have single-digit numbers, so it eases it in the ability to monitor and to assess and to adapt and to use different strategies. So I think that's just a benefit of the environment that you're in. So that would be something I'd be cautious of as you work in larger schools and stuff. That's just difficult to do. I mean,
I couldn't agree more.
It's not a very hard concept, but juggling 3 balls is pretty simple. 4 or 5, you're juggling 32 balls. Yeah, it takes a lot of skill. It takes practice. Just, head up, stick on the ice, and always just be aware. Use your peripheral whenever you can. Your ears have to be sharp as well. So, but yeah, in the situation that I observed with you here, I think you did an excellent job. So.
All right, thank you.
Kind of the next point is this instruction, those different roles. Because the numbers are smaller, you get an opportunity to take on different roles: instructor, facilitator, coach, a guide. That's often what we refer to ourselves as, or whichever, right? I'm here to help you. And if they understand that from the beginning, then you can take on those different, okay, this is something new I need to instruct you in, but then it's this role of facilitator or working alongside of the children, being an audience sometimes. And so I gave you a 4 on that one as well. It was outstanding. So
it was refreshing to be able to engage in those different roles rather than just being the instructor at the front, of the like larger classes. So it was a fresh opportunity. I really enjoyed it. So next one, engaging students in skill development. I pegged myself at the at 4, outstanding. Engages students actively in assessing, interpreting, evaluating.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
With the smaller class, I felt it was a bit easier to do that as opposed to the larger class. But go ahead.
Yes. Assessing, interpreting, evaluating, applying information. Their abilities, again, the children that we're teaching are so young, so the steps that they're taking are so small, but they're also very significant. Like we're doing foundational root building work here. So it's hard to get to see extensive skills growing. But when you see their attitude and their overall demeanor, their body language, their approach, wow, I'm excited. Jeremy, teacher's coming today. Great, I can't wait. Good, that's a positive sign that they're enjoying the learning process. It's difficult, it's painful. They don't understand a lot of the purpose behind what we're trying to teach them. But if it's an enjoyable process, then it's easier to go through that process. It's like going to the dentist. No one likes getting the cavity filled, but you got to drill first before you can fill it. So, yeah, but I think that the children who you've taught, we will see some nice profitable fruit out of them. So.
Fair enough.
And then what's the last one? Asking questions.
Yeah, asking questions. For this, I don't. Okay, so I feel outstanding. I feel I did outstanding with within the means that we're able to achieve. Candidate regularly and effectively ask questions to stimulate discussion. We don't have a lot of discussion with ESL, especially at this level. So I feel the concept check questions and like asking for more information and getting them to think a little more critically about why we're doing this is the best that I could do with the time that I had and their level. So would you like to speak on this?
Yeah, you're very good at asking and effectively poking them, stimulating them, spurring them on. It's hard to get the children to respond in a
meaningful
discussion way. Balance, like it's they just don't have the fruit's not there. So yeah, and again, we're gardening here. We're producing fine wine. That's what the parents want, but fine wine comes from good grapes come from good vines come from good soil, and we're the soil at this point. So but yeah, you instigate those things by again having a positive attitude, regularly asking questions. A big thing I would recommend too while we're doing it here is just slowly keep them basic ones. Do you like chicken instead of yeah, okay. But yeah, I think you did very well with that. So
all right, fantastic. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add, or
no? I think this is a strong area for you, so I think that's no other feedback I think is needed, so keep it up.
Fantastic, thank you. All right, this concludes debrief into standard 8. Okay, I can cut the edit there. So,
and okay, one other thing.
Yes.
All right, so we're done. We're good.
Yeah, we're done with this. Yeah, so the debriefs are done, and then I have like within 3 weeks I have to do a video, and I don't think I have to do a debrief on that last one. So it's just one more video in class, and then that's it.
And you completed all the video stuff. Okay. Now, how about the hours?
Yeah,
how many hours have you, or how many have you logged? Or
writing it down. I haven't written down nothing, but I think we can go back over and just I was Tuesday and Thursday.
What's your number? I guess. Like I'm okay to, like I never thought 200, like 100 and 200. I think you're going to get the same effectiveness, but
yeah.
I'm just wondering how close are we to 100, or what's your result?
Okay, so I've no hard data in front of me. Let's just think about it.
Just days wise.
Yeah, well, let's say you generally show up at 12, sometimes a little early.
Yeah, I've got a record.
So I'm just going to assume 12 to, and then I usually Thursdays I meet wife at 4:30. So I generally leave by 4. I leave by 4 or 4:30.
Yeah,
depending on the day. So let's just say, for an average, like 4.5 per day. So there's some, okay, so 4.5.
Well, even let's go to the other end. Let's even go 6 hours a day. And how many days have you been here?
Okay, we can do 6 hours a day. All right.
I gotta figure out how many. When did you? Well, when was your first one? It was end of February, I think.
Let's go over the index. There's 8 different standards. So it's been 8 weeks plus. There was like 2 weeks or 2 weeks there that I wasn't doing any taping. I was just there to kind of watch. So 8, 9, 10, 11.
No, but those are still countable to the hours. I'm just trying to figure out how many. Like if we're looking, I just grabbed a calendar. So if we're looking like Tuesday, Thursday, I got. I think.
So I wrote down 11.
February you started.
I wrote down 11.
Samuel Day.
1, 5. Did I start this in March? I want to say I started in March.
Let me see. I got you February 28th.
Okay.
Tuesday, February 28th. So that was because I think it was, the Wednesday before, February 22nd is when we talked about it at Canucks, and then the Thursday is when I did the tutor thing, and then we started 28. So even if we just count weeks, 12
weeks.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 11th week.
Oh, okay. 11 weeks.
So 11 weeks.
6 hours a day?
What is it? Times. If we do 6 at a pop, that's 12. 11 times 12. What is that? 120? Okay, so we're kind of on pace.
11 times 12? That's 132.
If we say that we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay,
that sounds good.
We'll scratch that down and we'll keep it kind of at that pace. So we'll keep it at the same pace. So even, because usually it's like 12:30, 4:30, 12:30, 4:30, 12:30, 4:30. But whatever, we'll count those as 6 hours.
All right, I appreciate that.
6, so it's 12 hours a week. 11 weeks, it's 132. So and then you figure you need 3 more weeks.
Yeah. So I'll just keep coming Tuesday, Thursday. So
when was it? Okay, so if we started the 28th, it's supposed to be 12 weeks. I think, right? That was the theory on that.
Right, but that was
12 weeks, 200 hours
a week or something, and that would reach the 200, but not. It's been like more 4-ish, and then.
You okay? It's very good, tosses. You can cut. Can you cut that one? Can you cut Portugal? Okay, I'll help you in 3 minutes. Okay, so this is coming up to, if we include the 28, that was your first one. And I'm pretty sure you were here. I mean, you weren't here last week, but.
Yeah. They don't have to know that.
The election day, you had your test.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, we weren't here either way.
So it's a week out.
Okay. So how much time do you need? Do you need 2 more weeks or?
Okay, let's say because the taping's done, I can switch. I can. I talked about this. I need to start coming on Monday, Friday, to fill the time. So let's say next week, it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday the week after.
Okay.
And then that should get us up to 200 if we're using the 6 hours, and then 12 weeks.
Okay.
So yeah, next week I'll just be coming a lot more. And then we'll call it George.
That should be close enough. So.
All right, that sounds good. And then I'll write up we have the list somewhere at your place, and I'll just start filling in the blanks and for time and whatnot. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right, cool beans.
Okay, dude. I gotta get to Tassus. He's got.
Yeah, he's been a good trooper though. Being quiet and all
so we're okay for this weekend then.
That's all I needed. Thank you so much.
See you Monday. You want to come?
Yep. See you Monday. If you're okay with that.
Okay, I'll see you Monday.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm here. So yeah, anything you want.
All right, that works. Bye.
Okay, man.